who knows what the government's going to try to do to us people. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You're watching Live with LWL, Lindsay with Love. Today is Thursday, December 19th, 2024. I'm an energy artist with the sole mission to raise the frequency of the planet, and I'm doing that at this moment in time by helping you perspective shift yourself into a new frequency and strengthen your manifesting power so you can actually create your best reality. Welcome to the show. All right, you guys, let's get going. Sylvia's in the house. Hey, Sylvia. Good morning. Rhonda says, well, I moved to Milan Street house by February. Yeah, if you believe it, sure, go on. Rhonda, if you're trying to manifest it, you should go drive to that house and pretend it's yours if that's what you really want. Assuming that nobody's living in it and you're not kicking them out because of it. And it is a house for sale. Midwest is best. Welcome to the chat. It's nice to see you here again. Boss Life 6X9, welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. All right, today we're going to finish the conversation. Ooh, let me get my notes pulled up. Hello, Lindsay. I knew I was missing something. I was so proud of myself for being on time that I didn't open my notes on my computer. But that's okay. They're right here. And we're going to get going. Oh my gosh, you guys, I did it. What a feat. You know, sometimes when you say you're going to do something, and you say you're going to do it, and you say you're going to do it, and then eventually you're like, okay, just seriously do it already. That's how I was feeling. I was getting really annoyed with myself. All right, let me get my notes open, and we're going to finish the convo. Yesterday we left off in, good morning, Bridget, welcome to the chat. Adriana, thank you for all the likes. Share Bear's in the house. I Drive, welcome to the chat. Mark is in the house. You're welcome, Rhonda. You've got this. Green Leaves, welcome to the chat. VIP Deborah's in the house. Hi, VIP Deborah. How are you? I feel like I was just talking to you because I was 12 hours ago. Good morning, Charlize in the house. Amanda's in the house. Welcome to the chat. Yesterday we were talking about a conversation I heard on YouTube, teaching from Neville Goddard, right? And we all know Neville Goddard is a brilliant, brilliant soul. And he was teaching us about our logical mind and how it's designed to keep us comfortable, kind of keep us stuck in a certain reality. And we don't want to be stuck in certain realities. We're trying to create a different reality, most of us anyway. I do not have a filter on. That's a strange thing to say. I have nice lighting coming through my window, but thank you for that. I just woke up and finished a workout. So anyway. Kimmy, welcome to the chat. Be kind. Oh, yes, that too. Welcome to the chat. All right. He used the example of, thank you, VIP Deborah, for the manifestation hands. I appreciate that. He used the example of us going into a room and flipping on the light switch and assuming the light would turn on because we all have experienced electricity. He said, but what if you've never experienced electricity? Somebody might call you foolish and you might think it's impossible that if you were to turn the switch on, a light would come on. And so that's kind of what happens for some of us when we're manifesting. People say, oh, that's impossible. Oh, you're so silly. Oh, you're delusional. And he reminds us that we are not actually delusional. He says that you're not in denial. He says it's the perfect use of your creative power. It's the perfect use of your creative power. So he talks about how the future is created twice. He says first in your consciousness, your imagination, and then he says, and then in your physical reality. And so we have to remember that things start in our imagination. There's an interval of time where the energy is swirling around us and swirling and combining in the most beautiful kind of harmonic way. I kind of think of it as like we're the orchestra director, right? What if I can remember my conductor stuff? I think that's whatever. We're that. And the band, the symphony, the orchestra, am I saying these words right? The band is, they're playing the instruments in the way to create the tune. So the energy is swirling around us in a way to create the physical reality. We're conducting, the energy is swirling, and there is time for it to come down to reality. We're going to talk about that time today. Dreama's in the house. Good morning, Dreama. Welcome to the chat. Taylor's in the house. Rosemary's in the house. Welcome, JMI Solo. Welcome, Taylor Smith. Welcome, Man in Magic. Lorena, thank you for being here. Being a little delulu is sometimes needed. It's almost always needed, actually, Charlize. Almost always. And we're going to talk about that more today. And we're really going to get some concrete understanding around why it's not being in denial. Once again, he says you're not denying anything. You're recognizing what's actually happening. Right? We're not denying anything. I'm not denying that I have this coffee mug in my hand and my hair looks this way and this cup is over here and this. I'm not denying my physical senses have created this reality. I'm not denying that. But I do recognize that it's ever evolving. Ever evolving. Last night, these cards were not sitting on my desk. But well, I should take that back. Yesterday afternoon, these cards were not sitting on my desk, but I made the decision to take them out of a drawer and put them on my desk. And so I changed my reality. It came from a thought, I took some action, and now they're here. And it's so simple, but it's like, well, yeah, but you did that. And I would say, yes, but we do everything. We create our reality. Remember, he told us that our external reality cannot exist without our consciousness. There's no weight to the external reality except for what we give it, right? And that's why people who are super trapped in their senses, what does that mean? That means I am trying to manifest 20,000 followers. I'm trying to manifest 20 million followers. And I'm checking my TikTok account every second. I'm obsessed. I'm stuck into my senses. And by constantly checking it, I'm basically telling the universe, I don't believe that you're doing anything for me. I don't believe that the seed I planted is going to grow. So I'm going to keep checking and checking and checking. And the more that I check and check and check, the slower it happens for me. I'm putting resistance to it because I don't believe that it's happening. Let's get into the whole conversation. Catherine, welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. I see you sneaking in. Flower Gal, welcome to the chat. TikTok is not real. Welcome to the chat. Lori Aldama, welcome. Honey, welcome. Marie, welcome. Oh my gosh, so many new people in the chat. If you're new here and you enjoy conversations around spirituality, energy healing, perspective shifting, and manifesting, you should click the follow button there. You should. All right, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. Hi, friends. Oh my gosh, VIP Ellie is in the chat. VIP E Waldorf Astoria. Waldorf Astoria. Got it. That's a tricky one in my brain. It's E. I changed my name. Yes, I saw that. That's a cute play on Waldorf Astoria. Hair and Nails by April. Welcome to the chat. Thanks for being here. Hi, K5 Linda. Welcome to the chat. Hello, TikTok is not real. Wendy's in the house. I'm on vacation. Go on, my friend. I'm on vacation, VIP says. So I get to see my faves. Woohoo! Take that vacation, girl. VIP Deborah says to Catherine, good morning. Catherine says, just listening while the kids color Christmas ornaments. Aw, so cute. So cute. Love that. Ellie, love you, friend. Oh my gosh, we're all so happy, VIP E. And now I have to say VIP Waldorf Astoria. Ellie, what have you done to my brain? All right, let's keep going with the conversation. So we ended up yesterday talking about, he says, we need to understand time. Let's just do a quick final recap. He says, we need to understand time, that our physical senses are bound by time. Our physical senses are bound by time. True. But our imagination is not. Also true. I could pretend right now I'm back in Brussels in the town square having a coffee or an espresso with my mom and my partner. I could go there right now in my mind. In fact, I am, right? And so the imagination doesn't care about time. The imagination doesn't care about space. The imagination is your energy working for you. So he says, when you live from the end and consistently occupy the state of your wish fulfilled, you are experiencing your future now, in the present moment. You can keep saying E, ha ha ha. I just wanted to change my handle, not my nickname, but it did it automatically, and I can't change it till January. No. Yeah, that happens. Like they say, okay, you change it, now you can't change it back. I don't think TikTok is going anywhere, Lindsay. I don't think so either, Charlize. I don't think so either. I don't think so. It's too powerful, and it's so beautiful. Okay, so then the final conversation we were having last night is that the farmer knows that the crop is going to grow. And if the farmer has a harvest and doesn't like what the farmer has received, then what does the farmer do? The farmer says, oh, maybe I should plant some different seeds. The farmer isn't like, oh, I hate my reality, I'm gonna plant it again. And that's basically what you're doing. If you're thinking and thinking the same things over and over again, and if you're saying the same things over and over again, and especially if they're those things that are about your current reality now that you hate. I can't stand my boss. It's so annoying. Oh my gosh, my boss is so annoying. Every day my boss is so annoying. Guess what? Your boss is going to come back to work tomorrow and be just as annoying. My life is so much. Everything is happening all at once. I feel like there's a dark cloud looming over me, and you're telling everybody, you can't wait to tell everybody about the dark cloud that you have looming over you. You can't wait. The cashier, the bank teller, your mom, your sister, the TikTok. You're posting the TikToks about how awful your life is. You're recreating it. You're recreating your awful life. Now, I hope that's not you listening, but sometimes we have to go really kind of in your face to be like, oh shit, I don't want to do that, right? And so remember, you are the farmer. Tap into your farmer energy. Maybe get a pair of overalls if that's what you're down with. If you're a fashion girly, put them on, or just, imagine it. And put your boots on. Maybe you have a cute hat. And recognize that every single time that you plant the same seed, you're perpetuating, in other words, copying and pasting your reality, and you should expect the same harvest. Now, if you were to plant a different seed, you should expect a different harvest, but we can't go kind of obsessive in between the seed planting and the harvest. We've got to chill. We've got to assume that because I planted a new seed, eventually the harvest will come and it will be different than what I've been currently creating. Holy cow, let me get going in the chat. VIP Deborah says, and this is what I told my kids all their lives, no change is no change. Amen to that. VIP Deborah. Charlie says, I need to change my perspective on my boss. Yeah, those bosses. Good morning, Shay Shay. Welcome to the chat. Red Island Witch, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Happy Friday Eve. Oh, I was like, wait, happy Friday, but I had to read the next word. VIP E says, it's all about trust. It is. Trust and faith. Trust and faith. So we're going to get into that conversation because Neville ends the conversation beautifully with this. He reminds us that the outer world is passive. The outer world is passive and purely mechanical with no power to sustain itself. It reflects with mathematical precision, music to my math nerd ears, the beliefs held in your consciousness. It reflects with mathematical precision, the beliefs held in your consciousness. Now, we can quickly understand, if that's the case, if we can quickly understand where people are very stuck, or even worse, kind of spiraling down. We can also understand how it's not really that people are lucky, but we can see how very optimistic people and trusting people seemingly have a very easy life. Well, they didn't become optimistic and trusting because they have an easy life. They decided to be optimistic and trusting, and they created their easy life. Just like the people who say, my life sucks, my life sucks, my life sucks. Guess what? Your life is going to continue to suck, and it's probably going to get worse. Now you have the people kind of in the middle where it's kind of like 2 steps ahead, 1 step back. 2 steps ahead, 1 step back. What's happening there with those people is there is likely a faith and fear, like faith is winning one day, fear is winning the next. Faith is winning one day, fear is winning the next, right? And so they get closer to their manifestation, but then, oh, maybe not. And then they kind of back away from it. And then there's just this stuck energy, and that is such an annoying place to be. I mean, at least when you're spiraling down, you could just say, delete the word, my life sucks, and you could just start to really quickly change it. But the kind of stop and go is more around, there's some very subtle kind of limiting belief probably hidden in the subconscious somewhere, and you have to uncover that. And that does take a little bit of effort as it relates to self-reflection work, meditation, and all those things. Good morning, Veronica. Welcome to the chat. Steak Burrito, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Jennifer Betts, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Yes, faith and fear is where I'm stuck. Took the words from my PM to you. Oh, I haven't read your PM, but I'm glad you saw mine. Yeah. So you get stuck there. And then it's like, for you, Catherine, I think right now with where you're at, just let the good thing be the good thing and just see where it takes you, right? And trust that if it's a good thing and it remains a good thing and everything grows, then everything grows. I was finishing it now. Oh, okay. All right, fine. You keep writing then. Joni, I think is how you say it. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Shawnee says, yes, I think I have subconscious doubts. A lot of people do, and that's okay. I'm sure I have some hidden somewhere. In fact, I shared with you guys yesterday how that I'm really working on building out my spiritual community. Why? Because I believe that the more people that I can come in contact with, I can help them perspective shift into their empowerment. When we are empowered, we realize that we are creating our own realities. We have total faith in that, and then we march forward doing so. And then all of a sudden, we're living a happy and fulfilled and abundant life, right? And so I'm really working on building out my community. And I thought to myself, is there anything perhaps blocking my own manifestation? because I was working with a private client, and she says, I'm just nervous that once this happens, meaning once her manifestation happens, then I'm going to have to deal with this. And I was like, well, hold the phones. How come you've never told me this before? Because the dealing with this is stopping from your manifestation from coming to you. So yeah, let's deal with it now. Let's get it out of the way. Let's erase it so you can actually really receive. Because she's got a lot swirling and swirling and swirling in her vortex. And we want to just like grab one and bring it down to earth, right? And so for me, I was talking to my partner over dinner, and I said, you know, I really have it in my heart, and I really believe that I can do something really powerful here for the collective, for our future, for my own fulfillment. I'm really excited. Are you on the same page with me with this? Because then I thought, well, maybe, I don't know if I've ever really asked him. He's always been very supportive, so we've never had that kind of full in-depth conversation. And he was like, heck yeah. In fact, I assume it. And for whatever reason, because I know my energy, there was a very subtle like sigh of relief off the shoulders. It was so barely there, but it was there nonetheless. And so there must have been some kind of nervousness around, if I really make this thing as big as I want it to go, or as big as I desire it, so I'm really impacting others and really stepping into and fulfilling my soul mission of raising the frequency on the planet, if I do that, am I still going to have the soulmate that I have, and I'm still going to have the most beautiful relationship I have? Will that still be a thing? And I didn't even ever give that a thought, but the words just started coming out of my mouth, and da-da-da-da-da, and he was like, yeah, of course, like, I kind of expect that this is what's going to happen. In fact, I assume like this is what's going to happen, and I'm totally on board and supportive. So is there a something where I'm like, once I get this, but, right? And that could be the stuck, right? So he goes on to give, we don't need to talk about that one really. Let's see. He says, the external world. Now, this is new conversation starting today, so we're starting with part 2. Let me get caught up on the comments really quickly. VIP Aaron is in the house. Welcome, VIP Aaron. Catherine says, being present in the moment is the only way we should be experiencing our lives. Amen to that. Do I read much about archetypes? In what respect? Chai. Joni, whoa, this is literally exactly what I'm going through. Well, Joni, welcome to the conversation. This happens all the time. I'm saying something on TikTok. Somebody new comes in the chat and says, this is exactly what I needed to hear. So confirmation through me, from your guides to you, Joni, that you are on the right track. That you are on the right track. All right, VIP Aaron's in the house. Let's see. And I think I've uncovered the subconscious fear. So it's like, okay, time to take action, but still stuck. Yeah, well, the way to kind of delete the fears is to face them head on, right? And so kind of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Mel Robbins it up. Good morning, VIP Aaron. Good morning, Phoenix. Welcome to the chat. VIP E says, yes, that and the fear of what's going to be replaced, I think people see it as loss rather than release. Right, but we have to kind of mourn the old version of us. And I always love to use the example of, because, you know, I'm always trying to get a little more fit. I'm always trying to get a little more fit. That's just my thing, right? I want to stay healthy. I want to keep movement in my body so I'm able to, you know, take my hot girl walks when I'm 85 and 90 and all the things, right? And I always come up against, okay, I got to a certain point in my fitness and I really like the way my body's feeling, and then I stop. I don't maintain. I just completely stop doing what I was doing. And then all of a sudden I go back to my pants are a little tight and this top doesn't fit exactly so. And I think, what is the reason that I stop? And what I realized the reason is that I battle between letting go of some of the clothes I used to wear, which I know is just the silliest thing, versus being fit. Because some of the clothes are not going to fit the same that they used to, or they do now. And it's the wildest thing, is it not? And thank you, Veronica, for the roses. Thank you for being a title gifter and lighting up my gift gallery. So you do have to remind yourself sometimes that there is some release that needs to happen. But then I'm like a fashion girly, so I'm like, well, if it means I get to like change up my closet a little, then that's exciting, right? Catherine says to Shawnee, life is meant to be enjoyed and can learn great lessons along the way. Amen to that, my friend. All right, what up, Doche says. Bex, welcome to the chat. Good morning. Bex, I missed you. Oh, there you are. VIP Aaron, VIP E is Waldorf Astoria. Wait, Waldorf Astoria. Waldorf Astoria. She's in the house. There she is. Okay, thank you for this reminder, friend. Exactly what I needed to hear. You guys got this. You got this. All right, so let's keep going with the conversation. Tiffany C, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Is that you with a new name? VIP Erin, yes it is. She accidentally changed both her names, but she says we can still call her VIPE, which is very helpful because Waldorf Astoria cannot come out of from my brain to my mouth very well yet. D is for Detroit, not Denmark. Yes, did somebody say Denmark? We know this, Shay Shay. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Charlize, yeah, so you weren't getting rid of some clothes after you lost weight. Now, you don't have to if you're like, okay, I want like maybe an oversized look or a baggy look. However, what if you were saving those clothes and subconsciously it's pushing you back into the weight that you were when you were wearing them? But that's not really what you desire. So perhaps you do need to release some of those clothes. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? It's like such a silly example, but energetically, you guys, things we do in a physical world, the things we do in a physical world, that might be very small, that don't seem like that big of a deal. You're like, oh yeah, okay, I called that person, or oh yeah, I had that conversation with my partner. In the energetic plane, on the energetic plane, they're massive. They're massive. So sometimes when we make that decision, I'm letting go of this and I'm going to do it by throwing this pen away. I don't know. Say, for example, you had a certain group of pens that you used at your old job, but you're really ready to let go of that old job and you want to step into your new job. You decide you're going to release the pens. Now, if they're good pens and you don't want to throw them away, maybe you put them in the break room and you let other people take your pens. It's such a small, silly thing, but it's indicative of you saying, I'm ready to let go of this. I'm ready to buy some new pens for my new job. Mel Al is in the house. Oh, welcome to the chat. Thank you, Nicole. My robe is Missoni. Someday I'm sure they'll be, I don't know, at least sending me something for like all the commission I should receive at this point for everybody out there buying my robe. Mel Al says, I lost 40 pounds, had to get rid of clothes I used to love, so I didn't manifest the weight back. Exactly, Mel Al. And congratulations to you. That's awesome. Is it somebody's birthday in the chat? Welcome to the chat and happy birthday, my friend. Beck says, last night I had dinner with my daughter. We put up the tree and watched a movie. Ah, I love that. You manifested that. That's okay, VIP Erin. No worries. All right, let's keep going with the conversation. So he says the external world must conform. The external world must conform to your sustained internal assumptions, but they must be assumptions. So what's the difference between an assumption or a wish or a hope? He says that when you assume, you live from that state already. When you assume, you live from that state already. Now, I feel like I've got this down. I assume that I will receive new customers every single day. I assume that I will receive new followers every single day. And I assume that I will reach my goals or more as it relates to this overall idea that I have going on here. And so when you assume that, it's to the point now where I'll open up, perhaps say like I opened up TikTok yesterday, for example, and I looked at the comments because I try my best to reply to everybody, although it's been a little bit slow moving because I've been focused on other things, but I will get there. And so I try to reply to all the comments I receive, if they're nice comments, assuming, which most are. And one comment in particular said, I bought a report from you and I'm so excited. And I was like, what? And I realized I hadn't even checked my my Stripe account all day. So I didn't even know what orders had come in, what money had come in. I was just like, oh, awesome, amazing. So that was a really nice indication to me that I'm already in the assumption that my business is going to continue to grow. And so what are you assuming? And if you're not assuming, you'll know because you're in this constant checking mode. He says the farmer doesn't dig up the new seed to make sure that it's like sprouting and growing some roots in there and then plant it back in. The farmer realizes he doesn't like the harvest, or the farmer plants the new seed, the farmer patiently allows the seed to grow in trust and faith that it will. And because the farmer planted a cucumber seed this time instead of a squash seed, the farmer expects that cucumbers will grow. Makes sense, right? It's very simple. It's very simple, you guys. But the ego tries to come in, fear tries to come in, doubt tries to come in. So that's what we've got to manage. Trust, light trust that it's already there. Go on, my friend. Catherine says, Bex, part of the family festivities, I saw it in my vision. Yeah, you manifested it, Bex. You're already manifesting it. It's already coming to life. Isn't that beautiful? Shawnee, thank you for the follow. What about when you don't see your assumptions? What do you mean by that, Charlize? Because you won't see them. He actually goes on to say, he says, so then he says, how to maintain the assumption when your senses tell you otherwise. So great segue. He says, remember that your senses only tell you what is. My senses tell me right now I'm live on TikTok. My senses give me the taste of this coffee, this spirulina kind of collagen drink I've got going on every morning. My senses hear a slight kind of frequency outside, like maybe a car is revving, like turned on outside or something. My senses have sun coming through the window into my eyes. So my senses are telling me what's happening right now, but not what can be. Not what can be, right? He says, senses don't create. Your senses don't create. Your imagination creates. And so if you're looking around, so say let's take the fitness example. You look at yourself every day in the mirror and you're just hating on your body. You're like, I hate this body. I'm this, I'm that. I'm too short, I'm too tall, I'm too skinny, I'm too whatever. Just constant negative self-talk. And you're looking in the mirror, and so every day you're perpetuating the same reality. Versus I look in the mirror and I'm going to visualize and I'm going to trick my mind into thinking. I'm going to use my imagination. And I'm going to block out the senses, and I'm going to look in the mirror and look at myself how I desire to see my physical body. And I'm going to love my body no matter where I'm at in the journey right now, because at the end of the day, my body is the house for my soul. And how could I hate that? Because if I hate my body, my soul is really struggling, right? The soul needs some place to live, right? So as a very tangible example, and so he says, your senses do not create. Now, they do create if you give them power to, which is, I look in the mirror, I see what I see, I hate it, I honor that I see what I see, and the next day I do it again and again and again, and now I'm copying and pasting, copying and pasting, copying and pasting, and now I am creating my future. Because I'm so tapped into my senses, and I can't get out of my senses and use my imagination. But by the way, you can, and it does take some awareness. You have to catch yourself in the act of hating on yourself and say, no, we're not hating on ourselves today. Let's change the idea around, okay? So he says you can be like a flashlight in a dark room. He says you go into a dark room, you turn on a flashlight. By the way, when I say he, we're talking Neville Goddard. He turns on the flashlight, and you see what you see from wherever the beam hits, right? So the flashlight hits the computer printer sitting over here in the corner, and I see the printer, but I don't see everything else because the room is dark. He says, this is just like your your attention on your wish fulfilled. You are illuminating the reality into existence. You are illuminating your reality into existence. He says where people fail is that they're trying to believe in their desire. This is a good conversation. You're trying to believe in your desire while simultaneously looking around your physical reality for its fulfillment. Remember, there is a gap. Energy is swirling around you, doing its best, its absolute best to bring all the pieces and the parts together in this perfect harmony to land into your lap. But it's like you're rushing the beauty of the combination of energies. And if you keep rushing the beauty of the combination of energies by being so stuck into your physical senses and looking around and saying, it's not here, it must not be working, all you're doing is putting a big old stop sign to your desire. I'm like flailing around today, you guys. I'm animated. This conversation is hyping me up. Let's get caught up on the comments and we'll keep going. Shay, that's okay, but we do have to use the law of assumption here. That's from corporate America. Yeah, it is. Let's see. How do you manage ego when doubt comes in? You recognize it and you stand in your extreme mental fortitude and tell the ego, shut up. You guys, this is such an inner work type of thing, and that's the best I can give you, which is become aware enough to know when you're screwing yourself over. So a lot of people have an awareness. They know they have negative self-talk. They know what they're doing. But it's like to get out of it, it just requires this consistent effort to say, no, that's not real. That's not true. The reality I'm living in now is an old manifestation. I know energy is always moving. So don't try to tell me that I'm not creating my reality. Don't try to tell me to check my phone to see if I got another follower. I know I will. Don't try to trick me into slowing down my manifestation. By the way, you're smarter than your ego. Your soul is smarter than your ego. But you got to recognize who's captaining the ship. Is it your ego or is it your soul? And if you know it's your ego, then you are aware enough to know that. And then I would ask you why you're allowing that. Why you're allowing that. He says you must be bold enough, beautiful conversation and segue, you must be bold enough to completely ignore the evidence of your senses when it contradicts your desire. You must be bold enough. It takes bravery, it takes courage to say, no, that's not real. He says this isn't denying your circumstances. It's not denying what's happening in the physical right now, but it's rather knowing that energy is always moving and changing and conforming to your desires. So once again, it taps into this, do you have this conviction in your soul? Do you believe that the energy is always moving to conform to your desires? And if you do, then you would be able to really hold the faith. And if you don't, then you say, maybe I'm not there yet, but every time I catch myself, I get a little bit closer. I get a little bit closer to being there. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's like when I was a jelly girl jelly and insecure for a couple years. It was just like the most awful time of my life. And then every time I felt jealousy creeping in, insecurity creeping in, I reminded myself, you are worthy, you are enough, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are this. Don't turn your head, don't look around, you are confident, put your shoulders back, put your head up. Come on, Lindsay, get it together. And I would talk to myself like that. Of course, not out loud, but in my head, in my mind, right? And so once again, he says you must be bold enough to completely ignore the evidence of your senses when it contradicts your desire. This is not denying your circumstances, but it is rather knowing that energy is always moving and changing and conforming to your desires. So you're building your faith muscle, and to build your faith muscle, it does take consistent effort. And you can get there. You can get there. Every single spiritual human being on this earth can get there. But it's how are you willing to do, your own jumping jacks? Are you willing to do the internal exercise that's required of you? And ultimately, it just might boil down to you being like, enough is enough with your own self. Like, I got to a point where I was just like so tired of living that way. It's like, I'm hurting people around me. I'm hurting myself. I'm really tired of living in this attitude. And so I need to do something about it. And I really need to recognize that first and foremost, but then start taking action. And the action was a lot of mental work. It was mind work. And that's really all it requires is internal, you change your internal environment, you change your external environment. Dr. Joe Dispenza, you change your energy, you change your life. If you want me to guide you through changing your energy, you can click maybe I think the second or third link when you're in my profile, in the link in my profile. It's called the second or third link. It says unf yourself, so you can actually unf your energy so you can actually manifest it all. Join that course. That will walk you through every single one of your chakras, healing and activating every single one of your chakras, creating an open channel so you're actually guided by your intuition and you know what steps to take, aligned action. I'm not talking like push the boulder up the hill. I'm talking what to do each day to stay consistent toward manifesting your best reality. And it becomes very simple, very simple. But once again, it's like, I can only lead you to the water type of a vibe. He says that tapping into the feeling of naturalness is key. So this is the first time I've heard the feeling of naturalness. And I thought, oh, that's an interesting thought. He says when something is very natural to you, you don't think about it constantly. If you were naturally a multimillionaire, you're probably not thinking every day like, oh, I'm a multimillionaire. You're just like living your life as a multimillionaire. You're probably out to lunch with your friends. Maybe you did a little shopping. Maybe you did some philanthropic work, whatever. Life is good. Maybe you talk to your financial manager once a week or something to see how the money's flowing, but you're not like every second of every day checking your bank statements, because that would be like, you as a multimillionaire, you have other things to do. You just know that the money is there, right? So what are you trying to manifest? It's like me and my millions of followers. It's to the point where it's kind of a combination of, I know it's coming to me. It's proven that, and I'm not too concerned about it. I don't think about it much. I just know that it's on the way. But also, I'm so focused in on creating content for TikTok. I'm so focused in on writing astrology reports for my clients, honoring the members of the Cosmic Collective, getting ready to set up a manifesting club, work with a private client, that to obsessively check my TikTok is like, I mean, half the time my phone is like in another room face down, because I'm just focused in, I'm in flow state. And so I'm not constantly checking it because I know it's my reality, right? So let me get caught up with the comments. Holy cow. Rudy Ritchie says, my senses are telling me you're my soul. Oh boy, okay. You guys, I'm happily in love. So don't come into my chat room and say strange things like that. Oh, you guys, sorry, 1 second. All right, there we go. Makes sense. You got the Charlize. Let me catch up. Where are my VIPs at? My Mad Novel VIP Mallory says, thank you for the hand hearts. VIP Aaron. VIP Deborah says, stay on the high frequency. Yep, exactly. Thank you, Shawnee. You're amazing too. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the sweet compliment. VIP Aaron says, all day convo with myself. Yeah, and VIP Aaron, I'm proud of you for saying that, because it is an all day conversation when you're really in the thick of it. It is an all day conversation to say, no, stop. No, stop. 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 So if you can put on maybe some lo-fi music, maybe put on some essential oils that calm the mind, incense, something like that. I don't know if it might be tricky at your office at school, but at home at least, or whatever, because kind of getting your mind off of it in other ways, or calming the mind through music, through scent, something along those lines might help you. But it is an all-day conversation. It is an all-day. I mean, I wasn't just jealous when I was going out to dinner and there was a bunch of other pretty girls around me. I was jealous and insecure when I was at work all day, thinking I wasn't good enough to be there, but somehow these people hired me. And why did they hire me? It must have been on accident. Now I've been working here for 2 years, but they still haven't really seen through my charade. Like that, like I'm talking all day, every day. No, stop. No, stop. You are worthy. Lindsay, you're deserving. Lindsay, you did this on your own. Acknowledge that. It is an all-day conversation. But eventually, you'll think, it's been a couple of hours, and I haven't had to yell at my stupid ego, right? And then you're on your way. But allow it to be an all-day conversation until it doesn't have to be. And be okay with that, right? VIP Mallory says to VIP Aaron, yes. Who is the captain of your soul? Shay says, San, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the chat. Catherine says, literally taking the words out of my PM. I'm going to have to rewrite it. You don't have to rewrite it. Let's have the conversation. VIP Mallory says, the reality you want is here. You just have to be bold enough to take the aligned actions. You got it, my friend. VIP Yafa Empress, welcome to the chat, my friend. Shay says, energy is moving toward your desire always. I prefer the internal exercise. You have to do the internal exercise, Shawnee. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm saying that if you really want to change your external reality, there is internal changes that must take place. That is just energetic fact. And I can be the proof and the evidence for that. VIP Aaron says, I jumped back into the course this week. I'm super happy for you, VIP Aaron. Stick with it. You got this. Thank you for sharing the live, Shay. Beck says, all day conversation makes total sense. VIP Yafa Empress, I saw your post and I love that. Did I like it? If I'm not, I meant to. Lindsay, great name. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Charlie says, I need to have a talk with my ego. Yes, you do. Worthy Shay says, I'm in love with that word. I missed some comments. Sorry about that, you guys. Thank you for the heart me and all the hand hearts, VIP Aaron. Thanks for lighting up my gift gallery. VIP Deborah says, I'm saying delete, cancel all day. Cancel, delete. That's exactly why I say choose again all day long. Yeah. But choose again and then actually, VIP Aaron, I don't know if you keep going with it, but not just choose again. You guys, when I say like, no, not true, then I replace it with what's true because you're reprogramming. So don't just say no, not true. Go the next step to say, so say like the thing would be like, oh, Lindsay, like you're not good enough to be sitting here. You look stupid. Your outfit is shitty. Like whatever weird things I was telling myself back then, I would say, that's not true. And then I would follow it up with, I'm totally worthy of being here. Or I deserve to be here. Or I look really beautiful today. My outfit is perfect. my hair is popping, like, oh, whatever, my nails look great, whatever it is, right? So follow through with the rest of that conversation, because then you're going to loop yourself into that new frequency. And I'm sure you're doing that, but just as a reminder. Kat says, I'm in the no-stop era at the moment. I literally had the conversation with myself yesterday. Yeah, and you might have it every single day, and that's okay. And you, by the way, you guys, you don't have to tell people you're having the conversation every day if you don't want to. You can exude a confidence, but still be having these kind of internal dialogues until you really feel solid in that confidence, right? So you're exuding the energy out that you're wishing to kind of bring into your reality. You're sending it out. It says it has to come back. Energy does not return void, right? And in the meantime, if there's some slip-ups in the thought process, you say, no, actually, never mind. I'm still exuding my confidence, and I know I am confident. I'm building my confidence, and that's okay. Just made a post about worthiness. I saw that. VIP Aaron says, Chelsea asked for an example with the ego popping in if you missed it. Thank you for that. I was just catching up with a VIP comments, but let's see. I didn't miss it, but I did read over it because I wanted to make sure. Okay. Can you give an example of the ego popping up? I'm new to this. Yeah, anytime that fear comes in and you're trying to move toward your manifestation and something comes into your brain that says, you can't, you're not enough, blah, 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 whatever negative self-talk, that's your ego coming in. If you're living in a fear state. Now, if you're in a very confident state, then your ego wouldn't be saying those things. Delulu, is this a Lulu? VIP Mallory says, it is. It really is. VIP Aaron says, yes, and I have a high, low list of emotions, thoughts, and choose something higher. Yeah, exactly. That's like the Abraham Hicks rage, emotional rage. What was it called? It's the Abraham Hicks thing where it's like, just choose the next higher emotion. You don't have to go from like, life sucks to like, my life is the best. You can go from like, life sucks to, okay, it's not that bad. Like there are some good things in my life, to like, okay, I'm starting to feel kind of content in my life, to, okay, things are kind of going on the up and up, to, okay, holy cow, I've really started to create many different things in my reality, to oh my gosh, now it feels like I'm mostly fulfilled, and like, what the heck? Did I really just do that? Right? So you don't have to go from like 0 to 100. Once again, we are not Drake, and we are not trying to be. Not me anyway. Okay. He says, fall asleep. We talked about this yesterday. He says, fall asleep with the feeling you have your desire. And he says, in between, and this is the reason why, he says, in between wake and sleep, and when I say he, we're talking Neville Goddard, in between wake and sleep, he says the logical mind, the ego, the fear, the doubt, the five senses mind is least resistant. And the subconscious mind, the using your imagination to create your reality part, is the most receptive. So the logical mind is kind of down, 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 turned off, and the subconscious mind is turned on. And so that's why we want to do it right as we're falling asleep. And so as I fall asleep, depending on what's happening in my life, but typically I start from the bottom of my day and go to the top, or from the evening and then work my way up to the morning. And I just give gratitude to every single powerful, beautiful, abundant thing that happened for me, with me, to me, whatever, for me. And I just go through all of it, and I just say, I'm so grateful for this. I did it last night. I'm so grateful I had a powerful conversation with my Cosmic Collective friends. I'm so grateful that I added more to my Reiki healing course. I got a lot done last night that I was kind of putting off. I'm so grateful that I had a nice dinner with my partner. I'm so grateful that I got half of my horoscope videos for January recorded. I'm so grateful that I was live on TikTok, and I just go up the day. I'm so grateful I got my steps in. I feel good. I feel energized. That's why I'm waking up between 2 and 4. Yeah, probably. So then he goes on to say, he says, people struggle with the time between planting the seed and its fulfillment. We just talked about that a little bit ago. And he says, you might feel the urge to look for it, but then once again, just to reiterate, the farmer doesn't dig up his seed. Neville Goddard says, rest in knowing your desire is on its way to you. The how and when are not your concern. Maintain the assumptions and the natural feeling of your wish fulfilled. Maintain the assumptions and the natural feeling of your wish fulfilled. The conversation kind of finalizes by saying the external world will organize itself to match your assumptions. The external world will organize itself to match your assumption. Julie, thank you for sharing the live. VIPE, thank you for being here. Thanks for the likes. VIP Aaron says yes, because sometimes I can only go up one level. Yeah, and that's okay. One level is better than no levels, right? And some days you might go up 5. Some days you might go up 10. So if you're interested in getting your energy right, some things that you could do that are free. In other words, you can start today and all you need is a pen and a piece of paper. So I guess you would need to have a pen and a piece of paper. You can start gratitude journaling today. And if you have nothing to be thankful for, you could say the sun came up for me. And you pick a couple of things to be grateful for today, and you go back to yesterday and you pick something to be grateful for yesterday, because we're not creating a positive line, we're creating a positive thought loop. Because what happens is you start thinking positive about everything, and you have gratitude for everything, because you know even kind of the crappy circumstances you're going through are just simply either lessons or showing you there's a better way or releasing so something better can come to you. And so everything becomes positive. And then now all of a sudden you have a very positive perspective. You know that you are the one that's creating your reality. Not a single other person has the same perspective as you. So if your perspective is, I have the best life, I have the best reality, all good things come to me, I can do everything I desire with ease, money flows effortlessly and easily to me on a daily basis, I have the love of my life, my soulmate, I get to do all these extra things, blah, 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 then all of a sudden that is your reality. Now, you guys know, because I shared the story, that was not always my reality, but I worked consistently on changing the thought loop by first starting off as this very simple gratitude journaling every single day, write down 3 to 5 things, quick brain dump, look at yesterday and pull out some things from yesterday, because we're looping. Okay? Right now you might be in a negative loop. How are you going to get out? You have to start creating a positive loop. How do you do that? Gratitude journal every single day. It's very simple. But once again, I started this gratitude journaling and it doesn't seem like my reality is changing, and you've done it for 3 days and now you're frustrated and you let it go. But Neville reminds us that the farmer is not looking for the seeds to grow. The farmer just trusts that the seeds are growing as the farmer waters it, and as the farmer, trusts that it's growing. Maybe says some nice things to its field. Maybe prays over his field or her field, or does some energy work over the field. Maybe it's a little extra boost, right? So it's really imperative to find some consistency. Now look to your 6th house. I've been talking about this on TikTok. It's my latest series, which is 6th house inconsistencies. Go watch those videos. Find your 6th house sign, the ruler of your 6th house, and go see where you might actually have natural energy that's screwing you over from being consistent. I love the Gemini 6th house people, because they're all like, Gemini 6th house, I have this, I have this, I have this, I'm a jack of all trades. And I'm like, well, yeah, but your jack of all trades energy is screwing you over because you're scattering your energy so much into so many things that everything is moving much slower. Whereas if you were just to pick 2, because I recognize that naturally you need to multitask, you pick this one and you pick this one and you focus your energy, now boom, all of a sudden you've manifested something much faster. So your natural energy could actually be screwing you over if you're not aware and you're not really managing it accordingly. You're a Gemini 6th house. I'm not calling anybody out, by the way, but I did see, it was funny because I like to see like what I type on different houses. Capricorn and Gemini were like blowing up that post. Capricorn's like, yeah, of course, I'm responsible every day, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and then the Geminis were like, I do everything. I'm a multitasker. And I was like, yes, and your multitasking, I'm sorry to say, is screwing you over. It really is. So find your consistency. Go into my bio. You can choose the Wake Up and Win report if you're interested in that. I bundled it up with the Fast Money report. You can save some money if you're interested in that. And if you're really, truly ready to figure out your energy, heal yourself, balance yourself so you're not consistently in this kind of negative state, you're raising your frequency so you can manifest. You guys, the one reason you want to raise your frequency is so you become a better manifester, so you can actually create your reality, right? And so how do you do that? You heal your chakra system, because the chakras, the system itself is the energy of the body. And so you can go into my profile, into that like second link, I think it's second or third link. It says, unf your energy so you can manifest your life, and then join the course and actually start doing it. You could basically be done with like one chakra. You could do a chakra every 2 weeks. Personally, if I were you, I would set a really strong foundation. I would do one chakra a month. We have 7 chakras in the body. So by summer of next year, you could have a whole new life. You could. And, you know, maybe you get to one chakra and you're like, I actually don't feel like I need a lot of work in this chakra, so I give it 2 weeks. Or maybe you want to zoom through the course and do one chakra each week, and now you're at 7 weeks and maybe you're feeling already a little bit better. But really give yourself the time and set the energy foundation right, because when you have a strong foundation, nothing can move you. You're so unbothered and you're winning. I know, because this is what I've created for myself. I have the best life. I don't like to say it much because it kind of is like I feel bad for the people that don't. But ultimately, at the same time, I have to prove to you that you can do it, and you can start right now where you're at, and there's no contingencies. Your energy is your energy, and you can change your reality by changing your energy. Mel, it's actually better that you don't have any planets in the 6th house, because the more planets that are there, the more the energy is like energying. So to have no planets in the 6th house is actually like secretly better. And I haven't made that video yet. VIPE says, truth, focusing on healing my root chakra changed everything. Yeah, because the root chakra is your stability, it's your safety, it's your security. So if you're living in fear and you're not taking any action, it's because your root chakra is jacked and the energy isn't coming into the body, and then it's not flowing up the chakra system. And so, yeah, truth. Boom. Thanks, VIP, for that. All right, let's see. Catherine says, as always, the entire convo I needed. Thank you, Catherine. Julie says, I get up early for the same reasons. VIP Mallory says, bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there will be sun. Oh, I was supposed to sing that. I don't think I'm going to sing that today. Kat, thank you for the follow. Sag 6th house video is so spot on. Yeah, I'm a Sag 6th house, so I get that. I want to be expansive. I want everything to go big and go home and da-da-da, and I want to do all the things. And it's like, okay, but then actually take consistent effort toward it. Because if you just are dreaming your big visionary things and you're not actually doing something every single day to make it a reality, you're just out there dreaming, my friend. You've got to actually assume it, take some aligned action toward it, and then you got it. So VIP Mallory, I'm proud of you. You're on the way. So keep going. Yuff Empress, I'm Gemini 6th house, VIP Yuff Empress. VIP Mallory says, caps be responsible. I know. The caps really are. They're so serious, right? Also, Pisces moon in my 6th house. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Been working on my root for 5 months, VIP Erin. Well, you know what? I think you're getting better at it. Maybe you can move on to the sacral. Give it a shot. I think you're moving pretty boldly and courageously. Seems like you are anyway. That's the impression I receive from your energy. Vivi, thank you for the roses. Thank you for lighting up my gift gallery. Okay, you guys, so that's the end of the conversation. We absolutely must manifest together and then get on the energetic wave. For those of you that are interested in hanging out with me and manifesting with me, the Manifesting Club doors are open. It's $11 a month to join. We do one session with the new moon, one session with the full moon, literally only $11 a month. And so that's basically $5.50 per session if you join both. And this month, December, we have a bonus session happening on December 30th because there are 2 moons in December, or 2 new moons in December 2024. All right, so the next session is December 30th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a Monday. It's a Monday, a couple of days before the new year. What a powerful time to send some new manifestations out to the universe, in my opinion. If you are interested in me reading your energy in any way, I do write astrology reports. You can sign up for those. And if you are interested in hanging out with me on a more day-to-day basis, you might want to join the Cosmic Collective. It's my spiritual community. Lots of fun things happening inside there, and tons of energetic movement. In other words, people shifting their frequencies into higher vibrations every single day. It's very powerful, and I love to watch my peoples transform. It's a fun time, a fun place to be. And what else, you guys? That's really it. If you really want to unscrew your energy, you should get into that course. You are going to do it for yourself. I can only guide you. I can only tell you so many times what's actually happening in your reality before you decide to change it. So take the initiative and invest in yourself. It's the best $77 you'll probably ever invest in yourself in your entire life. And I know that's a bold statement to make, but I created this course because I thought I was going to die. My heart chakra traumatically opened. I met an angel in real life, and I knew that my energy was jacked, and I needed to do something to fix it. Thank you for the lightning bolts, VIP Mallory. All right, let's get going with manifesting. So we're manifesting per Dr. James Doty. He's a neurosurgeon. He had a conversation with Mel Robbins about a month ago at this point. And am I in a good place with my reports? Yep, I'm always in a good place with my reports, actually. Yeah, I've been doing really well. Like, things are just moving and grooving. So yes, I am VIP Erin. Yeah, I'm good, don't worry. I'm actually as much right now I'm kind of working like I would say like a 9 to 5 job, but it's actually shifting. It's really shifting, and it's becoming much much smoother and less. So that's great. So Dr. James Doty says the way you manifest, he says he's proven that manifesting exists in the physical body. And he says the way we manifest is 1, to write down our desire, 2, read it silently to ourselves, 3, read it out loud, 4, visualize it. You guys know I always put my Lindsay flair. So I say, step 1, write your manifestation, but include as many 5 senses as you can, because we're tapping into our senses, which help us bring up emotion. The assumption, the naturalness, the excitement of our energy and our desire fulfilled. So for me, I'm manifesting 50,000 followers. I'm gonna switch to 75 starting probably like tomorrow. But I'll just do it today. I'm gonna manifest 75,000 followers because now I'm at 21.5, so I trust it's really on its way to me. 75,000 or more. I want millions. I want millions, and I'm not afraid to say I want millions. I want millions because that means I'm fulfilling my soul mission. Of course, I'm doing that now. I'm fulfilling it now. But I think the more people that I can help empower, the better this place that we're living, this world will be, right? So I want millions. So I say I vividly see. Now, I'm not just seeing, I'm vividly seeing. It is clear as day. I vividly see with my 5 senses 75,000 followers or more on my TikTok. And I feel, now I'm feeling, sense number 2, I feel so proud and excited to tell my partner and I can hear, and I hear, not even I can, I hear him say how proud he is of me, to keep going, babe. And how I'll be, now we've got to double it, how I'll be at 150,000 followers in no time. He always doubles it for me. What are you manifesting? Tap into your senses. We've been doing this, you guys, for about 40 days now. Ish. We've been doing it for about 40 days, and I have manifested 3,000 followers in 40 days. So that's pretty good. I'll take it. It's constantly growing, right? So now read it silently to yourself. And then out loud, I vividly see 75,000 followers or more on my TikTok page, and I feel so proud and excited to tell my partner, and I can hear him say how proud he is of me, to keep going, babe, and how I'll be at 150,000 followers in no time. Now, step 4 is visualize. I'm gonna take it to another level for you with the visualization technique. Dr. James Doty says you can put your hands in prayer at your heart. I like to just activate the heart chakra, the hand chakras a little. I'm a Reiki master, so of course I'm doing energy work all the time with myself, with my business, with my clients. You put your hands on your heart. This is what I like to do. My hands are truly tingling at this point. And then I close my eyes. When we close our eyes, we can cut out about 90% or so. I don't know, there's mixed reviews here, but sensory is about 90%. So we close our eyes. Helps us imagine better or easier. And I breathe into my heart chakra, and I start to activate the magnet that lives inside of my heart chakra. I breathe in and I open my heart chakra on the inhale. I kind of bloom it like a flower. And as I exhale through the nose, I gently close the flower. Breathing in and opening the heart chakra like a flower. Gently closing it. Really just activating this energy. And if you're somebody who works with your energy, you might feel it moving in the body. And from there, I am the lead actress in my scene. I'm not watching a movie, I am acting. And I have my little doggy in my arms, and I open the door and I say, hey babe, how was your day? I give him a kiss. My little doggy Pippi, her tail is wagging, she's wiggling, and she wants to give kisses to her daddy because he's home. And we walk over to the sofa together, and I've got this big smile on my face because it's like I'm holding it in. I say, how was your day? We sit down, oh, my day was good, this, that. I say, okay, guess what? And then he's like, what? And then I hand him my phone, and I'm like, babe, look. And then he's like, what? Oh my gosh, babe, you did it. That is so amazing. Keep going. He's like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be at 150,000 in no time. It's gonna be exponential, babe. It's gonna be exponential. And that's it. And so you can even feel the excitement. I could feel my heart kind of beating a little bit faster. There's an excitement to that experience. And that's it. So we're gonna get on the energetic wave now. If you need some help, Adriana, thank you for the follow. Vivi, I'm glad that you are here and I'm glad that I've helped you. Thank you for that. I've already started looking at life differently, trying to stay positive with my energy. You've got this. VIP Deborah says, absolutely the best money I ever spent. $77 was well worth it. Thank you, VIP Deborah, for that. I really appreciate that comment. I'm going to use it as some promo material. So thank you for that. Today, I actually felt my heart tighten and release. Ooh, you got some energy moving there, VIP Deborah. I love that. It's your energy moving, my friend. So let's get on the energetic wave together. If you're new here, you're in for a sweet treat. We do this every single Monday through Friday at the end of the show. And I do go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today I was live at 8:59. I'm very proud of myself. I told myself before 2025, I will be on time to my own show. Or I should just change the time. Stop lying to people, right? Because that's basically what was happening. So I stood in my integrity and it felt very good. If you're interested in this kind of conversation, you might want to hit the follow button up here before we end this call. So the energetic wave is something to put you in a high vibrational frequency so you enjoy your day. And if you kind of come up into or up against some challenges, which I like to view as opportunities, but if you come up against maybe obstacles or challenges or some cranky person or something like that, you can say, you know what, I'm on an energetic wave. I'm in a high vibration. And then if you accidentally fall off the wave, you accidentally go into a little bit lower vibration, you can say, oh yeah, I hung out with Lindsay with Love on TikTok this morning, and she told me I can just get back on the vibration. I can get back on the wave. So we're going to do that now. Close your eyes if you're in a safe space. We're going to breathe in through the nose, belly nice and full. And we're going to sigh it out of the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. Letting it go. This is a good technique to reset your energy, ground in, do some deep breathing. If you're ticked off, if you're too excited, if you need to just calm down a little bit, relax. One more deep breath in. Letting it go. Thank you guys for the conversation today. Thank you to all my new followers for being here and being brave enough to say hello. Thank you to all my OGs, everybody in between. Thank you for the gifts, the support. Thank you for all my clients and customers. I'm so grateful for all of you. And without you guys, I wouldn't be fulfilling my soul mission. So I truly am, from the bottom of my heart, super proud and grateful and happy that we're all connected together. We are thinking of that thing we are manifesting. Maybe you're thinking of something you're letting go of. Maybe you realize that you're kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and you're really ready to trust that the seed that you have planted is growing and is on its way to you. And so you decide today with conviction that that is what it's going to be, and you stop questioning. And when you question yourself, you catch yourself and say, no, I decided I was going to stop questioning, so I'm going to stop questioning. I trust it's on its way to me. Maybe that's what's happening in your mind. Choose something and repeat out loud with conviction from your gut, with intention and love from your heart if you can, and only silently if you must. The words you speak do have power, so use them to create your reality. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. You're happy that you're stepping into a new frequency. You're happy that you're manifesting your best life. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. My little doggy has a permanent underbite. You can see her on my TikTok page and check her out. She's the cutest little thing ever. She's always smiling at people. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. And now you're thinking of this thought, this feeling, this experience, this assumption, this idea, and you're breathing it down on the inhale, breathing it in and up, 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 the back of the spine, the chakra system, giving it out of the crown to God, Source, Universe, Creator, for God, Source, Universe, Creator to understand what they are helping us co-create together. We don't put labels here, so pick what you want to call it. And on the exhale, you're breathing it down the chakra system, down the back of the spine, down, 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 down. You're letting this vision, this feeling, this assumption, this idea land in your root chakra at the base of the spine, cementing it in a clockwise fashion if you work with your energy into your physical reality. Good. Breathing in one more time, pulling this feeling, this idea, this thought, this vision up the chakra system, giving it out of the crown to God, Source, Universe, Creator to co-create with you. And on the exhale, you're breathing it down the chakra system, cementing it in to your physical reality in the root. Good. I am strong and I can do this. Smiling big and showing me your teethers. I freaking did it. Why? Because I knew I could do it. You were on the energetic wave, my friends. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for the follow, Laura. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow, Daniel. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for sharing the live, Vivi. VIP Mallory was already on the wave before we got on the wave, or she was ready for it. If you are enjoying this conversation, if you enjoyed this conversation, make sure to hit the follow button up here. You might want to check out lindsay.withlove.com, where you can read blog articles, you can learn more about me, and you can see all my different offerings. I am running a Reiki Master Energy Healing Certification course right now. Until December 31st, it is $111 off. The course is so close to being finished, but while I'm building it, I am giving a discounted price, so you might want to go do that if you feel called to be a healer entering into 2025, or if you want to learn more about your energy, you might want to check out my astrology reports or the energy healing course. Thank you so much for being here, VIPE. I'm so glad you were on vacation so you could hang out with us today. Thanks for being here. Thank you, user 649, for the follow. VIP Aaron says VIPE, I hope you're doing well. You guys are so sweet to each other. Have a great day, VIP Deborah. Thank you. You're welcome, Imperfect Adventure. Good morning, Laura. Well, you just caught the end of the show. You guys, if you ever want to watch replays, make sure to go to YouTube and subscribe to @IamLindsayWithLove. You can catch me there on replay as well. All right, you guys, have an amazing day. Have an amazing day. Get some stuff done. Take one consistent step toward your desired reality, and tomorrow take another. And every single day, just take a step forward. Let's not judge the steps we take. Let's just take a step forward every day toward what it is we really hope for. Your consistent effort will truly pay off. Trust that by being consistent, you are creating an energetic vortex for your desires to come to you. All right, you guys, have a great day. Buybacks, have a great day. Enjoy your family. To all my VIPs, have a great day. To all my Cosmic Collective members, have a great day. My Manifesting Club members, have a great day. And everybody else, have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And goodbye to my YouTubers.